Okay, here we are in Chicago, Illinois, and with me is the ever-talented Davy Jones. Davy, how'd you get started in music and performing?
Oh, just at school, you know, like everybody else does, just school plays and from there into professional show business.
Yeah, and as far as getting involved with the Monkees, how did that come about?
That was through Columbia Pictures. I was signed to them as a 16-year-old when I was in New York working in the theater. And they brought me to Hollywood and we did the Monkees.
Oh, great. And how'd you like getting along with?
We had our differences,
Yeah.
and we still do, but you know, that's what boys do. They argue and fight and give each other black eyes, and then they grow up and wonder why they did it.
What was one of your favorite songs that you did in the Monkees?
Well, I have to be Daydream Believer, because
yeah.
that's my sort of theme song that I carry with me when I go and perform as a solo artist. But they were all pretty good songs written by great songwriters. That's the key. Good songs. That's what makes a hit TV show, especially about music, which the Monkees was about.
In fact, when all three of you got together, in fact, I saw you at the Milwaukee State Fair. How was it getting back on stage together with them?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've worked on my own for many years, but working with the boys is always a treat because they're all very talented and very, you know, sort of into doing what they're doing at the time. And that would be when we get on the stage, we work hard and give the audiences what they want. And that's the secret to our success, is that we haven't sort of swayed away from that. You know, we do Daydream Believe, and we do sing I'm a Believer in Clarksville, and because we haven't had records to sing over the years, we haven't been in the charts, so all we have is our old material. We still use it, and it's still appreciated, and different generations watch the TV show, so different generations hear the music, which they wouldn't be hearing on the radio or anywhere else except on the Monkees TV show. So that's the ongoing success of the Monkees, is coverage on the radio, coverage on the TV.
Right. Now, on your own, you went on stage and did Grease, I believe, right?
Yeah, I was in Greece at the Schubert Theatre here not last Christmas, but a few Christmases ago. We did very well. It sold out for 2 weeks. I also have a new book called Davy Jones, Daydream Believin'.
All right.
And that will be out at the beginning of the year, and 99. And as you know, I'm involved with horses. I have a couple of race horses.
Oh, wow.
I rode my first winner on the racetrack a couple of years ago, and it's sort of rubbed off again, and I own a few, and hopefully we'll be taking out my trainer's license in the near future to train other people's too.
Oh, great. What's your favorite passion? Is it horses or acting or music? What would be the thing you like best?
Well, I'm involved in all those things,
All those things.
so I give equal time to each one of them. It's very difficult trying to be a jockey and an entertainer and a father and husband and all those things. So it's a difficult process, but you know, you're able to separate your little endeavors and concentrate and put your energy into that. I think as you get old, you learn to do that. You don't take on so much. So I do my horses throughout the season when I'm not performing, and I perform during the summer. And then, you know, on Christmas, I'm involved with parades and all kinds of stuff that people like to go to see, and that's my opportunity to give them a wave.
See you in Davy Jones's locker.
And what do you got going for the future coming up?
Well, as I say, I got the new book coming out. I'm working with Peter Noon and Bobby Sherman. We have a show called The Teen Idol Show, and we tour and have toured for the last year. We're going to be touring next summer too. I've got the new book. I've got horses, as I say, that I'm training right now. I'll be running down at Gulfstream in February in Florida, and hopefully taking on other people's horses too. So it's going to be an exciting couple of years.
Great. And one last question, as far as when you were on the Monkees, Beatles at the time? Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, we met them and hung out with them many times in Los Angeles over the years. And yeah, not sort of intimate friendships, but very, you know, sort of like, there was never any competition or anything like that, because bands have their own followings, and people that like the Beatles didn't necessarily like the Monkees, but and vice versa. But you know, it's a good old run. We meet a lot of great people in show business, and then there are some that you really don't want to know. But for the most part, people are quite adaptable and kind.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Davy, for taking the time for this interview,
right.
and we'll be right back after these messages.